Well, time has been, fast spent, so I'm not going to further waste our time. Thank you. I appreciate the organizer of this event, uh, Professor Falola. Thank you for the good job you've been doing. Um, well, I greet all my royal fathers, and I want to adopt everything they have said. It's applied, you know, totally to me as well. And we just had a little few that's personal. I'm glad. Thank you, Orogun Okela, for leading us to dance, because that's exactly what Baba we did. I sat down there, thinking about how exactly Baba would have done. Another thing I want to add on that is Baba Alaafin is a sense of humor. Nobody has talked about that, but Baba is extremely funny. You cannot be around Baba and not be happy. He talks to you, geez, and I was trying to remember some of even his dancing step and the song. But I plan to talk on social media, Yoruba culture, and tradition. Lesson learned from the life and time of Alaafin Media Adeyemi, but very honestly, I won't be able to go into depth because of our time. But I just want to say, for us to take away, especially for us royal father, and to Professor Falola, who has said that we all should kind of like prepare a document to talk about how we want it to be, at the end of our, life, which definitely, of course, will come one day. Well, we're living in a social media era, so it's beyond us. All what we saw that happens during the funeral of Olubadan and even Baba, it's just reflection of the era. Whatever we like, we can write. But right from the doctors that were treating Baba, attending to Baba, to all the nurses around, they're all having a, Android phone. And they knew who Baba, was. So right there, they are communicating with the outside world. We don't have control over that. We wish it could be like the olden days. But we just have to be honest with ourselves. And so, that's going to be the trend. My wife called me around 10 p.m. Actually, she came down to the basement to tell me that, oh, when was the last time you spoke to Baba? I said about 3 weeks ago. That was exactly on Friday, the 22nd, 10 p.m. USA time. So what happened? Oh, I came across the news that Baba, was dead. So what? Of course, I called Oyo immediately. Many of you in Nigeria, you are still sleeping. I started calling people in Nigeria to inform them. So it's not within our control, Professor. But, and Baba himself, actually, even as much as he detests, social media, but unconsciously, because of who he is that we've been talking about all today, he's a social media content creator. I was telling some people a few days ago, if we want to tell, I don't know how they do it, but people in the media, they know. If we want to talk about the most popular Nigeria today, I think Alaafin will rank between 1 to 5. No question. There seems to be nobody that we will have to start explaining who Alaafin, is in Nigeria. Not even internationally. So, who will not want to put Baba on his platform? So when Baba dance, if not for social media, how could will the memory, the things that come to our mind that made us laugh today? When Baba step out from his offices and the drummers are there, a lot of us, we know. When you finish your meeting and you step out and see them, with the money, you start dancing. We are recording it. It's going viral. How about he says, numerous beautiful ladies, beautiful young ladies. Where Baba step out on the street of London with 7 of them. With on social media. That promotes our culture, yes. So, like I said, all of my takeaway for us, is that we cannot afford, and only we want to use it positively. I don't say, of course, there are news in the media about this and that, but that's part of the content. So for us, we run, our network of rural kings. I tell my kings, go and get Android. The era of writing letter to you to summon me is gone. We use WhatsApp. We have group that we create through which we communicate with ourselves. Baba may not be every user because of his schedule, but at least he still answers phone calls. And Alaafin for your several, many platforms that they run to promote it. So that is what we show. We cannot. In fact, as a matter of fact, I have everything written about that. We cannot afford. It's better that we arrest it. We arrest the content and endeavor, consciously to put positive thing on it. Otherwise, some people will hijack it. There are several pages now, Eburu about this, Eburu about that I didn't even have a control over because I left it for them, to do. So that is my takeaway. I will quickly, within a few minutes, because not be fearing of me, having spent a lot of time to prepare this. Social media, I introduced the traditional setting like Yoruba land. They bring along with them with mass media, popular culture, and global languages such as English, which causes inevitable clashes with local tradition and erodes stability. The dictates and design of social media platform by design and application do not conform with Omoluabi ethos. We know that. Yes. What do we do? Our Olori, they are young people, they are women me too. They want to go to the beach. That's the era. And when they go to the beach, remember before, you have to go and get the cameraman and all those things, but not today again. So they are wearing their beautiful bikini to show, the beauty of God in their life. And so this is an Olori who is on the beach, half naked. That was not our intention. And when it comes to the, when it goes viral, everybody, oh, look at Olori, look at that, look at this. What about our private chat? We're all human beings. I always pray that, some of my private chat will never come to the public. But we want to have the freedom because that's the life, that we live. You see what I said? Yeah, we know where Omoluabi is in Yoruba land. Some of the things that the social media, of course, allows. We just need to be conscious that, that's the reality and know what to do about it. Paradoxically, this technology will provide the same population with new tools that can be used to preserve, promote, and strengthen their traditional language and their culture. All these go on and on. Like I said, unfortunately, I have to just forget it. But I think I've made my major point. Everything they've said applies to me, like I said. Baba Rogun, the same thing. Baba sent us the letter, numerous letters. And Baba specifically asked message which I come around, to deliver to all of you. We've been working. Pala make a little allusion to that. Okay? Baba felt that we, the traditional ruler, should be busy. We should be engaged in the humanitarian and social affairs in our community. We should be at the forefront. And of course, we know that we must not rely on our subject. Get busy. Find something to do for personal development and to sustain our life. And also for the development of our community. About 2 years ago, we were working on a project. He sent me to the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development. We wrote a letter to her. But interestingly, the same way that they didn't, support what you did, is the same way that we never get reply. But yet, very unfortunate, because Baba is still part of our discussion, that we will still do it, even if the government would not understand what we're trying to do. So we're coming. Baba said we must be engaged, each and every one of us. So like I said, I'll be coming to you, that's the way that we can immortalize him. All his dream, what he really wanted for us to do it. We don't know, Baba has gone now. Ẹni tó ṣe ojú, kò tó ẹni tó ṣe ẹ̀yìn. Akí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, Baba, Ladibolu. Aku Araferaku. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́.